ऑडियो shorthand.com में आपका स्वागत है। 5 seconds. Start. Sir, they make the temporary appointments and they keep these appointments going on year after year, and they do not also consult the commission, although under the constitution they are required to do so. Apart from bringing in an element of patronage in the civil appointments, this procedure acts very unfairly to the other candidates who compete from the open market when these temporary posts are made permanent. When the appointments are regularized by inviting applications by means of advertisements, what happens is this: we cannot prevent these temporary appointees from competing in such examinations, and these temporary appointees who have gained experience at the cost of the taxpayer compete with the candidates from the open market and do better because of the experience that they have gained. I know it from my personal knowledge that appointments in the temporary cadre are purposely made in order that a particular candidate may gain experience and do better at competitive examinations and have a better chance of getting a permanent government service. Otherwise, he could never have got such a post. Sir, not only this, but the Commission have also referred to the fact that advertisements are drafted in such a way that it may suit a particular person. On page 9 of the first report, they say advertisements for posts in the category of technical, scientific, or specialized qualifications are often so drafted by ministries as to tend to restrict the recruitment to the limited circle of persons already holding the posts advertised or analogous posts. One of the main functions of the Commission is to so draft the advertisement without sacrificing the requirements of the posts as to ensure a competitive selection for the post from the widest field. I have looked into the regulations and the method by which the Public Service Commission works in UK. There, the ministries merely inform the Service Commission that they want such a post to be filled with a person of such and such qualifications. The advertisement is drafted by the Service Commission and not by the ministries, as is done here. Here government are anxious to bestow patronage, and therefore it is that they want to avoid going to the Public Service Commission and continue to make these temporary appointments and draft the advertisements themselves. I find from the report that as early as January 1951, the Commission submitted their proposals to the government as to how the existing regulations should be remodeled so that each case should come under the purview of the Union Public Service Commission. Now, the government has not taken any decision in this matter. These proposals ought to have been placed before both houses of Parliament as required under the Constitution, so that the houses will be fully seized of the problems to which are facing appointments and would give their directions as to how appointments in the civil services should be made. Thank you.